Hey guys, Mustang here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are jumping back into the versus super physical stage of Extreme Super Battle Road to give the LR Prime Battle Frieza a bit more of a showing. And we are going to do that by running a full Extreme STR Wicked Bloodline team. So obviously double Cooler leads, so the team is technically a Transformation Boost and Terrifying Conquerors team. But as you can see, every single unit is a Wicked Bloodline unit. So to fully fill out the team, we've had to bring some units that I would probably never normally bring into Extreme Super Battle Road. Like Cooliza over here does supreme damage, and then his passive is literally just attack 70% when performing a super, so he has no defense. And then this guy right here, his defense is not the best, and in order to get the most out of him in terms of attack, he needs to get hit first. So I don't really know how good overall he's going to be either, to be completely honest, but we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and target you. We'll get Cooler to attack lower Bardock, and then we'll retarget you just in case here. We will go ahead and pop some damage reduction. And can we get the 18 key super? We cannot. So no buff for the rest of the allies on the next rotation, but that should be okay. So 18k, not too bad. LR Full Power Frieza definitely has grown on me a little bit over the last couple of days. Like I mentioned in an earlier video that I've had him at 55% for ages, and I pulled my first dupe of him from the Turles banner, and I haven't really used him at all until I got that second dupe. So he's not link leveled for me. And even so, I think he's still quite solid. I think one of the biggest annoying things about him is, much like Majin Vegeta units, they decided that full power Freezers are always going to have over in a flash, and there are very few extreme units that have over in a flash. I think it's literally full power Freezers, Majin Vegetas, and then Bootanks. And they're pretty much, there's probably the odd exception here or there, obviously. But they're pretty much the only extreme units that get over in a flash, which is really annoying because it's not even that it's a key link, but you don't really want to have a unit having a link that then they just don't really ever get activated. Like on, for example, even if we're running a multicolored version, like a Wicked Bloodline team, like who else has over in a flash, right? So it's a bit annoying that he has that link. Wow, 6.25 from Frieza. Bardock's close to death anyway, so he's definitely getting taken out here. And yeah, big crit for overkill. That's what we like to see. And then double digit damage on the way back from Farsha. Perfect. And then Cooler, almost one-shotting Shugesh, lowering his attack. And then Cooliza should hopefully finish him off here. Yeah, just about. 45k damage he took with an Icarus active. That's pretty wild. So I guess we should just let Cooler do what Cooler does best here and transform and go ham on these Pure Saiyan enemies. So Cooler's transformation animation still always fun to watch. Alright, so chances are we're going to super attack multiple times here and just kill everybody. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Probably should have targeted Farsha, but there you go. But let's see what we can do here. So 3.1 on the attack from Cooler. Guaranteed crits obviously incoming from all of his attacks. So didn't quite get the one shot. Can we get the additional super? Just an additional normal, okay. So that still does a reasonable amount of damage. And then, yeah, full power Frieza potentially going to finish off Farsha here. I don't think she has a huge amount of HP since it's a 5-person battle. And we get a crit anyway. So nice big damage from full power Frieza takes her out. And then let's go on to the next stage. So Saiyaman 1 and 2. See if we can actually get the 18 key super for King Cold and Mecha Frieza. That would be real good. They link up better with you? Yeah, they do. Frieza's so much better in slot 1 though is the only problem. So we are going to go ahead and put him in slot 1. Let's try and get rid of you first, I guess. We'll attack lower Gohan. And then Wonder if we connect. No, there's not going to be enough reds if we do that. We'll do that anyway. And then do this. And then let's go ahead and do this. Just get a little bit of extra defense. The problem is with this team, a lot of the units are good. A lot of the units raise their defense when they attack though. And with the amount of HP we had at the start of the turn, this is definitely one of those turns where if we just get double supered, especially on like King Cold and Frieza, without an item active, we would just die. So, another massive attack stat from Frieza. Wow. Okay, yeah, because obviously the two-person fights, because you're only fighting two people, they do obviously have a lot more HP than when there's a lot more enemies. But yeah, Frieza just coming in and almost one-shotting Videl like that is pretty wild. So, I wonder if they can finish her off with just the 12-key super here. Yes, they can. So, yeah, okay, well. That is a very dominant start for this fight here. Now, I really don't want to put Cooliza in front of all of these attacks. So, we'll do this. Obviously, Cooler is going to lower his attack. So, I don't know if that's going to be good enough for Cooliza to tank. We might have to do this, to be honest. So we'll grab those. I did not drop the red orbs down as I would have liked, but we'll get Frieza to go ahead and attack in the final spot here. Obviously, a super attack is still going to do a lot of damage, even though the enemy is attack lowered. But hopefully, full power Frieza can tank the normal attacks reasonably well in the final spot. Whereas Cooliza just won't with no item active. I mean, with an Icarus active, he was still taking 45k damage. So, we don't want him in the final spot with all them attacks, that's for sure. Oh, nice crit. Okay, 19k. So a super attack would still be bad, but I don't think we would die. And then we don't get supered. Alright, perfect. So we could transform Cooler, but we won't because we lose the support buff. So we will just go ahead and do this, and then do this. Because Frieza probably just takes him out here. And we don't get supered, so we don't have to worry about that. 5.78. And yeah, bye Gohan. Alright, see you later. Yeah, Frieza's just so good. Alright, so let's move on here. So is this Vegeta and the adult Trunks? Yes, okay. So another two-person fight, but there's not a very good place to hide Cooliza on this one. So I think what we'll do is we'll just use a Whis and then we will go ahead and put him in the third spot. So Vegeta is attacking twice, so he's the one we want to attack lower. Just do this. I can't remember if King Cold and Frieza, do they lower attack on either of their super attacks? So they do on the 12. See, they don't on the 24, but the 24 gives us that next turn buff, which I really want to get. Plus, we can't avoid their 24-key super in this scenario anyway. So we could do this. No, we still can't avoid it. This probably does work out better, though, overall. So let's do this. Just because it's Cooliza taking less hits, and he's only taking them from Vegeta, who is going to be attack lowered. Whereas in the last spot, he has to take a hit from Trunks, who isn't attack lowered. So with the combination of the attack lowering and the Whis item active, then we should be all good for this turn. Especially when Cooler double supers. So double attack lowering. Let's go. Not to mention the fact that even untransformed, like Cooler does decent damage. He's going to take a super, so this will do a bit. 100k, that's okay, with the Whis in play. That's what we like to see. 1.2 on Cooliza, let's go. One of the many Fusions units that still doesn't even have a TUR for some reason. I do hope they go back and revisit some of these units at some point. Because units like him, the Janembu, Weirus, like there's a whole bunch of them that don't have TURs who could potentially be really useful. And then speaking of useful, additional 12-key super from the LR here means we get to attack lower Trunks as well. So that puts us in a very good position for this turn here. So, wow, they only have those 3 links active. So yeah, we probably miss out on more than we gain by not having legendary power, so I think it works better to just have you here instead. So we'll get these for you, and then we'll get full 24 key for full power Frieza as well. So we probably take out Trunks this turn. Yeah, 6.2 million attack stat on Frieza is going to be big damage right here. Yep. Almost with the one shot, and then no super. Oh dear, Trunks. You missed your final opportunity to make any lasting impact on this run, because yeah, if Cooler doesn't finish you off here, which he did, then full power Frieza would have. So moving on to the last fight. This is definitely one of those quicker runs with how powerful this team is, because we're getting to the last fight and we haven't done the Dokkan attack yet, and we still have it like in our pocket essentially waiting to go. So this is a rough turn. So this turn we are going to Icarus, and then we are also going to Android 8, because I want to try out Frieza in slot 1 to get his attack bonus, but then at the same time I also don't want to take a ton of damage. And I've mentioned this in videos before. At the end of the day, I don't think it makes any difference. If you're going to use an item, you might as well use as many items as you want, because you're either using no items or you are using items, right? So if we're going to use items, it doesn't really matter how many we use. So we'll double up, and then yeah, of course we get a super here. So 154. And then he still takes 11k from normal attacks with the double items active. That is a bit crazy. He did hit pretty damn hard, and then yeah, the double super, so 4.1 on his attack, so he should take out Goten here. So yeah, his defense definitely not great, which is why, like I said, he's not a unit that I would normally consider bringing into Extreme Super Battle Road, but that attack stat was definitely pretty nice. And then double supers from Cooler as well, it means we get to double attack lower Goku, so that's really good. Yep, 9 damage. And then unfortunately Cooliza in the last spot could potentially be in a spot of trouble, but the double item's definitely going to help him out. Yeah, still 35k from an enemy who's not attack lowered. Does this kill us? Ooh, not quite. Close. Alright, so I guess we are going to go for the Dokkan attack with Frieza here. So grab these for you. With all the extra key he gets, that's literally going to be the 24 key super, so that's good. Grab those. I don't think we actually are going to get the Dokkan attack, you know, so we'll pop this just in case. We probably still win this turn even if we don't get it though, but yeah, we didn't get it, so I kind of wish I'd targeted Gohan with Frieza. 6.76, okay. Alright, so overkill, goodbye Goku. And then at least Cooler's going to attack lower Gohan. 3.2 mil, still very good. And then, of course, the LR in the final spot. They can hit some reasonable numbers as well. And, of course, they give the... Oh, well, actually, they might take him out now. Another double super from Cooler. STR Cooler still just putting in work. One of the best units in the game. The fact that you can use him to run even a transformation boost team and just keep him off rotation, he supports the whole team. He does stuff like that where he just double supers and double attack lowers the enemy. Like, he's still just so insanely good. So yeah, full extreme STR Wicked Bloodline team destroying the super physical stage, even with us bringing 2 almost dead units. I mean, Final Form Frieza did do a lot of damage in that last fight, but he didn't really do anything else in the entire run. And he took quite a lot of damage. But yeah, there you go. Full Extreme STR Wicked Bloodline. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below in the description for my Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.